The city lights flickered in the distance, casting an eerie glow across the skyline as Joseline Hernandez paced nervously through her sprawling, empty mansion. The expensive furniture and artwork decorating her living room were proof of her success. Yet tonight, none of it brought her comfort. Her mind raced, each thought heavier than the one before. The news she had just received had turned her world upside down. Only a few days ago, everything had seemed normal. Joseline's career was steady. She had her daughter, and her longtime partner, Ballistic was at her side. They collaborated on music, supported each other through ups and downs, and often shared glimpses of their life online, but their love had never been flawless. Whispers of trouble and rumors about his loyalty always lingered. Still, nothing could have prepared her for this shock. One night, while scrolling through her phone, a message appeared that froze her in place. It wasn't from Ballistic, a friend, or even a stranger. The text carried a simple but devastating truth. Ballistic's younger girlfriend was pregnant. Her hands shook as she stared at the screen, rereading the words over and over, hoping they might change. But the message stayed the same. He had gotten another woman pregnant. Someone younger. Someone she didn't even know existed. The pain hit her like a punch to the stomach. It wasn't just about the other woman. It was the betrayal, the secrecy, the lies. Joseline had always valued honesty, loyalty, and respect. Ballistic had shattered all three. How could he do this to her? This was the man she had built her life around, the one who promised her forever. And now he had destroyed everything. The house was silent except for the sound of her uneven breathing. Rage began to rise inside her, a deep, burning anger she hadn't felt in years. Her mind raced with thoughts of what she would say, how she would confront him, and how he would regret hurting her. This wasn't just about a child. It was about her dignity, her trust, and the love she had given freely. Hours passed, and her fury only intensified. Her social media filled with cryptic posts, messages hinting at her pain without naming anyone. Her emotions spun out of control. The betrayal had awakened something raw inside her, something that refused to be quiet. She had always spoken her mind, but this time her words would cut deeper. She needed answers. Sitting on her plush sofa, Joseline stared at her phone, torn between anger and heartbreak. Part of her hoped that hearing his voice would somehow make sense of it all. But deep down, she knew nothing could fix this. Her hands trembled as she finally pressed the call button. When Ballistic answered, his voice sounded calm, almost unaware of the storm she was in. The moment she heard him, her chest tightened. She didn't let him speak before exploding. "How could you do this to me, Ballistic?" she shouted, her voice shaking with rage and disbelief. "After everything we've been through, after everything I've done for you, you got another woman pregnant and thought I wouldn't find out?" There was silence on the line. When he finally spoke, his words were soft, almost pleading, but they did nothing to ease her. He tried to explain, to apologize, but Joseline had reached her breaking point. His excuses meant nothing. The lies, the deceit, it was all too much. "I should have known you were playing games," she snapped. "And now there's a baby? A whole new life?" Her voice dripped with anger and heartbreak. The pain wasn't just about betrayal. It was about watching the future she once dreamed of crumble before her eyes. When the call ended, Joseline sat in silence, the phone still trembling in her hand. The weight of it all hit her at once. There was no undoing what she had just learned. The truth was out, and nothing would ever be the same. The woman who once defended him, loved him, and believed in him now sat broken, staring into the emptiness of her home. She realized this wasn't just the end of their relationship, it was the end of who she had been with him. The love they shared had vanished, replaced by hurt and betrayal that would linger long after the night ended.
Because I just think it's necessary. Y'all notice I didn't say too much, because you know, when my money be on the line, I know how to hold water. Okay, when my money be on the line, I know that's when I know how to hold water. If you don't want me to tell your business, you need to give me a check and tell me, don't tell my business, okay? So what had happened was, I hit a soft spot. Unintentionally, I hit a soft spot because I thought she was adorable, you know, and just a ball of fun at the beginning. I didn't have nothing against her, but if you pay attention, she was throwing like little subliminals. I don't like people to do me too much like that. I don't know how to be quiet and be like, I don't know how to do the fake. What is you talking about? Get to the point. So she didn't like that I hit a soft spot because she said something about the baddies, and they didn't put it in there because I guess that's what she wanted. But if she should have let the whole thing play out, and it made it look like I just came for her, but no, she got mad about the baddies or tried to put them down in some way. And it wasn't in there at all. I had so many people that was on set with me who said, "What happened to that part? That's the part that made y'all go left." And so, yeah, she must have said, "I see it, take my out." But anyway, that's, you know, what happened when you got, you know, a little bit of stake in the company. That's okay. I respect that. Your underarms stink. I just think your thinking. I told her that, but they ain't put that on there either. But that's just what it was. Her, that's her network. I get it. In a couple years after.
Things are getting messy in the ongoing drama between Joseline Hernandez and her fiancé, Ballistic Beats, also known as Robin Duma. The latest buzz says that Ballistic has ended things with Joseline and may already be seeing someone else. That's a big twist, but it doesn't stop there. Rumor has it that Ballistic didn't just break up quietly. He supposedly criticized Joseline for being stinky and having poor hygiene. Ouch. Whether it's true or not is unclear, but this isn't the first time Joseline's cleanliness has been mentioned publicly. In the past, several people, including Carlissa, have made similar comments. If hygiene was really the reason for the split, it's a tough one to swallow. The situation is tense, and it's obvious that things between them have become complicated. With emotions running high and fresh rumors spreading fast, it's hard to separate fact from fiction. One thing is clear though, the drama between Joseline and Ballistic isn't over, and everyone is glued to see what happens next.
Thinks she smells like mop water, and somebody needs.
It was definitely an awkward moment for Carlissa, but she wasn't going to let Joseline have the final say. A few days after the viral podcast, Carlissa went live on social media, and she had plenty to say. While she stayed quiet during the interview, behind the screen, Carlissa found her voice and didn't hold back. She started sharing everything she had been holding in, accusing Joseline of having a funky vibe, and even claiming that Joseline had the producers edit parts of the podcast to make it seem like Carlissa started the drama. According to her, that wasn't true at all. Carlissa said Joseline wanted to control the story, making herself look innocent when, in reality, she came into the studio ready to pick a fight. Then Carlissa dropped the real bombshell. She claimed that when Joseline first walked into the room, there was a strong, unpleasant smell in the air. At first, everyone thought maybe one of the cameramen hadn't showered, but soon Carlissa said it became obvious that the odor was allegedly coming from Joseline herself. The accusation was harsh, and the internet immediately erupted with reactions. The tension between the two women only got worse. Fans flooded the comments. Some defended Joseline, saying Carlissa was being petty, while others believed Carlissa and accused Joseline of hiding the truth. Either way, it added even more fuel to an already heated feud. Now, both women seem to be in full damage control mode, each trying to outdo the other. Joseline hasn't responded directly to Carlissa's latest claims, but knowing her, silence probably won't last long. If there's one thing she's known for, it's clapping back, loudly and publicly. So grab your popcorn. This situation is heating up fast. With live streams, edited interviews, and constant shade being thrown, the Joseline and Carlissa drama is far from over. The next round could drop any day, and you can bet everyone will be watching to see how it unfolds.
Grown for this.
That way. Right. That's why.
Respect people's boundaries and
right.
that.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
people need to learn how to respect each other. It's okay, y'all the aunties and the
Because
team.
you came out here respectable. I was expecting you to come out here like ready on go.
I brought y'all flowers.
So, yeah,
I brought you a gift, and then you got this crusty old lady sitting up here talking. Hold on, T. Come on, auntie.
Give her go.
Hold on. She's very disrespectful. I came out here with gifts. I haven't even gave y'all the gifts I brought you. I came out here with flowers.
Yes.
I'm congratulating you. Thank you for having me.
And thank you,
you know how much money I made Sue's network? Do you know I was outside of your daughter, I was the only other one.
Outside of me, she didn't do.
Girl.
But go ahead.
And your show,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like she can't talk to me like that.
And we respect
and
you,
this is the
Queen,
thing.
I do.
And this is the thing. I've done a lot in the industry. We ain't never heard of her doing nothing. She's sitting up here jealous. She's sitting up here jealous of a younger. I'm 20 years your junior. Relax.
30.
Relax. Why you doing all of that? Sip the tea and keep it cute. Because one thing about me, I'm respectful. I give young ladies opportunities. I didn't have nobody telling me how to do, what to do. I put my ladies to work. They go on a successful tour. My bitch is going on a successful tour every season after we film.
Because this is
Every successful. We got packed shows. They're sitting up here talking to a queen. You is a peasant to me. Why the you like a speck in the air to me?
Right.
Why the you in my face, talking in my face with your stanky breath? Your breath smell like dookie. Go brush your teeth and your tongue.
damn, Carlissa.
And you sitting up here looking raggedy. Why y'all let this nasty sit up here with the outfit on? Y'all look good. Y'all got stylists, and y'all let y'all friends sit up here looking
I
like.
don't have stylists. I
And
style
I don't
myself.
have that as a friend.
Well,
I
I
don't
tell
need
you
a
what.
stylist.
If you are going to,
But I
have
did
an-
give her an outfit before.
Well, if you do want people to come here and have
You
a good
messy.
time, she needs to understand that it's boundaries to be set. You cannot just have a fun time. This is f***ing tea. You sitting up here trying.
This whole situation set social media ablaze. People started calling out Carlissa, saying she should have kept that same energy when she was sitting across from Joseline instead of waiting to go off online. One person wrote, Respectfully, if you've ever been around Joseline, you already know this isn't new. It's not even gossip. She said herself that she doesn't wear deodorant for environmental reasons, so you didn't embarrass her. She's aware. Another viewer added, "Now that I've heard Carlissa's side and watched the replay, it looked like she was the one sweating and acting nervous, like something was off with her." The comments quickly turned into a full-blown debate, with fans picking sides and adding their own takes on the story. But the drama didn't end there. People reminded everyone that Joseline had faced similar accusations before. Old clips and posts resurfaced, dragging her through the internet once again. Some even joked that she should focus on her hygiene instead of throwing punches at anyone mentioning her alleged funk issue. Carlissa, clearly enjoying the spotlight, wasn't letting it go. She jumped into comment sections across multiple platforms, throwing even more shade. She even accused Joseline of having a BBL and joked that women who get them sometimes forget to take care of other things. Fans couldn't believe how far she was taking it, but Carlissa seemed determined to keep the drama alive. She wrote, "They're out here getting BBLs and forgetting they still need to wash." The comment went viral, sparking reactions from both fans and critics. Some found it hilarious, while others thought she had gone too far. Either way, Carlissa knew exactly what she was doing, stirring the pot and keeping her name in the conversation. This situation reminded many of an old feud from 2017 between Joseline and K. Michelle, when similar rumors surfaced. During that beef, Joseline went low, shading K. Michelle by referencing a time when rapper Uncle Murda accused her of having an odor issue, even joking about remedies she could try. Now, it's almost ironic that the same type of accusations have come back to haunt Joseline. The internet never forgets, and people were quick to remind her of what she once said about K. Michelle. The tables have turned, and she's now being called out for the very thing she once mocked someone else for. With fans revisiting old drama and new clips going viral every few hours, this saga has taken on a life of its own. Joseline's name is trending again, and everyone's waiting to see if she'll respond or ride out the storm. One thing is clear, neither Joseline nor Carlissa is ready to back down, and the internet is loving every messy second of it.
On the Joseline situation. Okay, so I'm gonna fill you guys in on that, whether they like it or not, because I just think it's necessary. Y'all notice I didn't say too much, because you know, when my money be on the line, I know how to hold water. Okay, when my money be on the line, I know that's when I know how to hold water. If you don't want me to tell your business, you need to give me a check and tell me, don't tell my business, okay? So what had happened was, I hit a soft spot. Unintentionally, I hit a soft spot because I thought she was adorable, you know, and just a ball of fun at the beginning. I didn't have nothing against her, but if you pay attention, she was throwing like little subliminals. I don't like people to do me too much like that. I don't know how to be quiet and be like, I don't know how to do the fake. What is you talking about? Get to the point. So she didn't like that I hit a soft spot because she said something about the baddies, and they didn't put it in there because I guess that's what she wanted. But if she should have let the whole thing play out, and it made it look like I just came for her, but no, she got mad about the baddies or tried to put them down in some way. And it wasn't in there at all. I had so many people that was on set with me who said, what happened to that part? That's the part that made y'all go left. And so, yeah, she must have said, I said, take my out. But anyway, that's, you know, what happened when you got, you know, a little bit of stake in the company. That's okay. I respect that. Your underarms stink. I just think your ass stink. And I told her that, but they ain't put that on there either. But that's just what it was. Her, you know, that's her network. I get it. In a couple years after I've been there for a while, maybe we could play the real shit. I said, my Lord, ain't nobody this damn fine smell this funky. I had to myself like, oh, come on, baby. It's a whole lot of mans in here. Everybody think it's looking at each other. It's her ass. Tia, no, Tia smelled. We all smelled her. We thought it was Tokyo, but it was Tia. Because Tokyo don't look like she go to the dentist. Not never, ever, okay? I don't give a nobody said that mother ain't never been to the dentist. I bet you if we ask her dentist, she gonna tell you right now, Allah. It ain't no dentist available. Girl, yeah, Joseline gonna try to say my breath stink.
Back in April 2019, Joseline and Ballistic made their relationship Instagram official, and everything seemed perfect. Their posts gave off total fairy tale vibes. Ballistic, a talented music producer, and Joseline didn't just work together on music. They also became a reality TV power couple, appearing on shows like Love and Hip Hop Miami, Marriage Boot Camp, and Joseline's Cabaret. By September, they were engaged. Joseline even shared a heartfelt birthday post, calling Ballistic the sweetest man and asking him to spend the rest of your natural life with me. She promised love, loyalty, and everything in between, but now, that dream romance seems to have fallen apart. Ballistic has reportedly moved on and isn't holding back about why. Word is, he's bringing up Joseline's personal issues, specifically accusing her of having hygiene problems. Whether that's true or just rumors, the breakup has everyone talking. Joseline has some serious healing to do, emotionally and maybe even personally. And let's be real, anyone who thinks they can come for Joseline without consequences is wrong. She has a reputation for not backing down. Known for her fiery temper, she isn't afraid to confront anyone who crosses her. This is the same woman who once faced off with armed police and walked away unharmed. That's the kind of energy she brings. So when Carlissa decided to throw shade at Joseline's hygiene, she probably knew what she was getting into. It's almost like asking for trouble. What's crazier is that Carlissa isn't the first to bring it up. People have whispered about Joseline's so-called smell situation for some time now. That doesn't excuse Carlissa being shady, but maybe Joseline could have handled it differently instead of clapping back at everyone. When multiple people say the same thing, it's hard to completely ignore it. This whole mess kicked off just a few days ago when Joseline appeared on the Auntie podcast, hosted by Tokyo Tony, Tia KM, and Carlissa herself. The moment Joseline walked in, you could feel the tension in the room. The energy shifted instantly. It was only a matter of time before things blew up. Joseline didn't waste a second. She came in ready for war, calling Carlissa a crusty old woman and accusing her of jealousy because Joseline is 20 years younger and still making waves in the industry. She didn't hold back, bragging about her earnings from Zeus Network and her efforts to help young women build careers, while taking shots at Carlissa by mentioning her son was in jail. That was a harsh hit, even for Joseline, but she didn't stop there. Joseline dragged Carlissa's looks, fashion sense, and even her breath. She roasted her on camera like it was a family cookout, leaving no room for mercy. The insults were sharp, personal, and meant to make a statement. Surprisingly, Carlissa stayed calm. She didn't yell or clap back. She just sat there quietly as Joseline went off. It was the calm before the next storm, and the audience could feel it. Now, the internet is buzzing. Fans are taking sides, arguing over who went too far. Some say Joseline overreacted, while others think Carlissa had it coming. Either way, the tension between them is at a boiling point, and everyone's waiting to see what happens next. One thing's clear, this story isn't cooling off anytime soon. Between Ballistic's alleged new girlfriend, the hygiene rumors, and Joseline's fiery attitude, the situation has turned into pure reality TV gold. Whether it ends with apologies or another blow-up, this drama is far from over.